Hey, guys. Today I'm going to talk about being in multiple places online. Because as many of you know by now, I am on multiple social media sites. I want to talk about joining groups on these social media sites because a lot of times we tell our kids, look, don't give out personal information, don't give out personal location, and our kids graciously accept this and they don't do it. Well, we as adults sometimes forget to take our own advice. Now I want to tell you, about a year ago, I joined a group, and I'm not going to mention the name of the group or the social media site it was on, but I was going through some depression, and I didn't want to bother my husband with it because my husband works 2 jobs, and he is just such an awesome man. I didn't want to worry him. So I reached out to a social media group that was depression-based, and I ended up talking to a person. And I have to say, for whatever reason, this person apparently has more issues than I do, because they got really obsessed really fast with the fact that because I was depressed, I wasn't flying into the nearest mental hospital trying to get on as many antidepressant drugs as I possibly could, and I wasn't seeking out 5 different therapists. I shit you not, guys. This person found out my husband's cell phone number and contacted him and told him that he didn't love me because he wasn't getting me the help that I needed. And by help, he wasn't having me locked up. And so when that didn't work, he contacted my local police department and told them whatever. So my local police department did come several different times and talk to me at the park, at our local park. And I don't hear so well. And anybody who knows me knows that I read lips, and I'm visually impaired, and I am hearing impaired. And so when you speak to me, I may not respond in a manner that you think I should, because I really am almost deaf. So I guess maybe sometimes I do come across as slow or mentally challenged or whatever. However, I'm really not. I'm very highly educated, but that's a whole nother video. The point is about the 4th time, my police department did take me from the park to our local hospital, and I was seen by a doctor. I wasn't kept. I wasn't held. I wasn't given medication. I wasn't referred to a therapist. I was released with a good luck with that, pretty much. And I'm saying this to say that, guys, when you reach out to people, be really careful, because I have no idea. This was over a year ago, and from my understanding, these people are still calling my local police department. This was over a year ago. I haven't talked to any of these people. I don't even know these people. And they're still calling my local police department. They're still calling my local churches. I don't think they're still calling my husband, because he hasn't mentioned it to me, and I think he would mention it to me if they were. So just, really be careful who you reach out to. I did a video yesterday about Dr. Google, and let me tell you, Dr. Google is not on the social media sites. And these people, guys, let me tell you, when you reach out to it on these social media sites and talk to people, they're not licensed therapists. And I knew this. Basically, I just thought I was reaching out to somebody who maybe was going through or had been through something similar to what I had been to. And I didn't really tell this person a whole lot of personal information. I may have given him my name. Like I said, it's been over a year. I don't even really remember. But I know at the point that I talked to this person, I was not in any way suicidal. And honestly, I have no idea what I told this person in order to trigger them in the way that I did. But, you know, just be careful. When you join social media sites and or groups and you're looking for specific things as far as mental health things, if you join a depression group or an anxiety group or a suicidal group or, you know, any of the mental health groups out here on the web, be careful what you tell people because they're not licensed and they're in the same boat you're in. You know, and that's why a lot of us reach out to these groups because you figure they can understand what you're talking about because they've been there and done that. But keep in mind, some of those people are still there. So at the same time, you're anxious and depressed, the very person that you're reaching out to could be overly anxious and depressed. You know, and like I said, I'm not going to deny the fact that I was going through some crap back then. I was. I'm not, you know, I'm not ashamed of the fact that I suffer with depression or anxiety. It is what it is, and, you know, I deal with it, and it was really exploited. And I was really taken advantage of and the people around me have really been exploited and used in a manner and such that I feel that they harass me sometimes, you know, and maybe that's just me being paranoid. I don't know. You know, I would think after a year of my police department being called, and after a year of my local churches being called, and after a year of my husband being called, which they don't really harass my husband, but, you know, and it's kind of funny because, and I know this is going on because police knock on my door. They knock on my door and go, you know, do you know this person? They called and said they've been trying to call you. Nobody's been trying to call me. Look, guys, I don't hear. So, you can't call me on the phone. And if you do call me, you have to FaceTime me. And anybody who's going to call me knows this. And my phone, it does ring because all phones ring when you call into them, but mine has an app where it lights up so I can see it when when it rings. But let me just say, if you can't call my local police department and go, oh, I've tried to call her and she's not answering. Well, duh. Because anybody who knows me knows I'm not talking on the phone because I don't hear you. Everybody who knows me and anybody I'm interested in talking to knows you have to FaceTime me. So, guys, just be careful who you talk to on these social media sites because for whatever reason, they can figure out your location. And if they're crazy enough, they can spend over a year trying to get people to harass you through them or for them. I don't know. But anyway, sometimes we need to take our own advice, the same advice we give our children, which is don't give people your personal information, your personal name, your personal location. And this guy, whoever it is calling in to my husband and the churches and the police and whoever else he's calling into. I don't even know, because half the time I don't even know. People, I know that this is going on because certain people from different groups will knock on my front door and say, hey, do you know this person? Hey, do you know these people? And it's crazy. But, just, you have to be careful, because it's insane. And, just, I don't even know. Be careful on these social media sites. I'm not going to say don't join them, because, there are some out there that are really good. There are some out there that are really good, and there's great people out there to talk to who are friendly, and, not everybody's psycho and wants to look you up and try to figure out who you are and run their own agenda. And I'll tell you what, this person who is doing this to me, they really don't even know anything about me, because whenever they call these people on me, they give them my online name, and my online name is really has nothing to do with my real life name or my real life world. It is two different worlds. It is two different personas. It is two totally different. It's two totally different lives, to be honest with you. Pretty much, I am one name and one person online, and then I am just me in my private life. And it's like being an actor or an actress. I'm sure Punky Brewster wasn't Punky Brewster off the set, and I'm not the names that I give off the set, so it is two totally different lives, and it really is just two different worlds. And I just want to, I want to put that cautionary tale out there, because we are going into the holiday season, and I know that during the holiday season, a lot of people, they do suffer with anxiety, and they do suffer with depression, because the holidays is a family time, and some people have lost their mother, or some people have lost their father, or their cousin, or their auntie, or their uncle, or, have suffered some kind of whatever. And so during this time of year, it can be very lonely, and it can be very depressing for some people. And so you will take the time to reach out for a friend. And on these social media sites, they do have some wonderful people out there, but keep in mind, they are friendlies. And what I mean by that is they're not licensed therapists. They are not licensed doctors. They are not any medical professionals out there running these groups, even the people that run or own the groups. They are just merely people who have experienced and or are experiencing what you are. And so in that aspect, you may have something in common, and you may be able to confide in and console each other. But other than that, I would not look to these people for medical advice or professional advice or prescription drugs or whatever advice in that area. If you want to do that, go to your local doctor, hospital, medical professional. But be careful. Be careful the groups you join online. any social media. Be careful the groups you join online, guys. And when we tell our children not to give out personal information, let's not give out our own personal information, because apparently we as adults are not as safe as we think either. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up on this gloomy, in my world, gloomy Thursday morning, because it is supposed to snow at some point today. It is supposed to snow, our first snow of the season. Don't know if it's actually going to, but it's supposed to. So I'm waiting to see if that's going to happen. But it is kind of like cloudy out there and kind of gloomy out there today. But if you're getting ready for an awesome weekend, be safe out there. It's getting cold, so be warm out there. And if you're working the weekend like me and my husband are, thanks for powering the world while the rest of them are off. And hey, on my way out, I want to let y'all know and remind y'all that I am in multiple places in the digital world. And so if you're interested in what I'm doing and where I'm doing it, feel free to look me up. And I hope you all have a great and safe weekend. And let's not overeat this weekend, because we're saving all of our overeating for the up and coming Thanksgiving. You guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. And hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'm always putting out new videos. So if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, and what I might say next, go on and hit that subscribe button and keep up. Have a great day, guys.